family, friends, and Twitter and LinkedIn. If you can really take the map and drive the instructor inside the classroom and link it to the M step, then everything will move. You see it?
Ladies, third grade teachers, could you tell me, how do you think this professional development was for you today?
It was productive. It was exciting.
We will never leave Mr. Hurt's advising.
Because the schools that I've worked with, the teachers I've worked with, their scores just go through the roof, because what I do is I talk about practical stuff that's practical. Because I'm a former teacher and also I'm a principal, so I'm gonna be telling you guys things that I know will work in your classroom.
For booking, please visit shurt.
So I believe that, if everybody say it can't get done, I'm like, yes it can, why not? I said, if these kids can't read, then I'm not gonna propose them. All this, mom, dad, I'm gonna look you in your face and say, this kid can't read. We let them down. School, parents, we let them down, but I'm not gonna take them to the next grade knowing that they're not at grade level. It's funny because I'm always like, okay, how are schools successful? Well, schools are successful when they demand greatness. Greatness doesn't come. We're about to make history. We're about to learn. We're about to grow. We're about to make history. And then, mark my words, it's going to be other school districts, other places around it that's going to be doing this thing. We're going to be the first model. And I'm speaking that into existence, okay?
For booking, please visit shurtschoolturnaroundspecialist.com.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. This is Sean Hurt with your Saturday morning podcast. And I am back with a very powerful and anointed, you said anointed, yes, anointed podcast on this morning. Today, I am going to do for everybody a free NWA training in how your NWA and also whatever your district assessment can align to your state assessment. So I'm starting a little bit early because I need all 30 of my minutes to be able to do a PowerPoint training. So this is what I need. I need you to get your leadership team out, hit that share button. This is going to be powerful. I'm excited. I could not sleep last night. Last week I had some internet issues, but not this week. No internet issues. I made sure that was fine. I tested it out all this week. So come on in, hit that share button. Let me know where you're coming from. Show some love. But listen, I need you to bring in your leadership team. I need you to call somebody. I know you're probably in your living room or wherever you're at working out, but just take 30 minutes to get this professional development that's going to change your teachers, your principals, your whole district lives. I'm going to go ahead and show you how to improve your state assessment. So go ahead and give me 2 minutes as I get all of my folks in. I want to make sure all of my people in, and it feels like that the internet is fine. It doesn't look like it's lagging. Please let me know if it's lagging, but I think it's looking good. I think it's looking good on my end. I think it's looking good. All right. So give me 1 more minute. I got to get my folks in. I want to make sure we get everybody in. And I'm excited. I am bringing the energy on today. I am excited. I got so much to share. I got so much to talk to the folks about. We need to really get down to it. Get down to the nitty gritty. Yes. Give me 30 more seconds. I want to get all of my Twitter and Facebook and YouTube folks in. All right. And no way in Michigan, it's really nice here in Michigan. The weather is real good. So I'm happy for that. Let me just give me 20 more seconds. Stay with me, everybody. Stay with me. And you said you're gonna share it out. So I need y'all to share this out. I need this to be big. I need all the folks in here. I need all my folks. All right. All right, all right. I think I'm about set. So let me see who's rocking with me on today. Let me see who's rocking with me. Let me get those captions out off of it. Those captions off. All right. Let me see who's rocking with me on today. All right. Let me see who I got with me on today. Let me go back up. All right, so I want to say good morning to you, Stacy L. Joy. Good morning to you. Good morning to you, Dr. Jeter. Thank you so much. I see you hitting up everybody. I appreciate that. I appreciate that for all of your love. Thank you. Good morning to you, Constance Sherrod from Mississippi. Good morning to you. Don't worry about it. You didn't miss the last session. It was some internet problems. So good morning to you. So you didn't miss it. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. I got good morning to you, Miss Annette McMahon. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning to you, Sean Dorman. Sean's in the house. Sean's got to stick together. Good morning to you, Dr. Krista Wallace. I hope you're feeling better. Good morning to you. Good morning to who else I got with me? Who else I got with me? Hit that share button. Hit that share button. I know I'm kind of early, but I'm about to go ahead and get moving and grooving. So we're about to go ahead and get started. I want to make sure I got everybody in. Make sure everybody is together. All right, all right. So I need all my time. Okay, good, 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 good. All right, all right, all right. So we're good. So once again, this morning I'm gonna deal with this NWA stuff because what's taking place is that we need to really understand how it's going to really impact your state assessment. Okay, so we're going to talk about that on today. We're going to talk about that on today. But to really quick, what is keeping you up at night? What is keeping you up at night as an educator? What is that one thing that's keeping you up at night as an educator? So put it in the chat. One thing that is keeping me up at night, that has always been keeping me up at night, is that the low academic achievement, in inner city and rural schools. That's why I do the work that I'm doing. That is keeping me up at night. That's why I'm gonna do this PowerPoint because I am tired of seeing that. So put in the chat, what is keeping you up at night? For me, I had a really, really good 2 weeks. I want to give a big shout out to Principal McDonald at Palmetto Middle School in South Carolina, in Marion School District in South Carolina. He is doing some phenomenal work. I posted up last week what he's doing. Hats off to you. I'm working with his school. I was there for a whole day, visiting the classrooms, working with his leadership team, and I just love what I saw. So hats off to you for you and your team. Also, I had a good time at the NASA conference. I got back a couple of days ago in Houston, Texas. Listen, my session, I love the work I'm doing. I would like to thank everyone who joined me on that day. We had a good time. I would like to give a big shout out to Champion Principal, my man. You know, every time I go to these conferences, I always think about like the Dr. Jeters of the world. I always think about the Principal Cafales and Create and Educate. And I don't want to start naming names, but everybody that's on my podcast. And I think about, man, what if I can have all of these superstars working with these school districts that really can change the dynamics of what's taking place? I'm sitting down talking to people from Alabama, talking to people from Arizona, talking to people from Louisiana, talking to people from Ohio, talking to people from Florida, and they're all saying the same thing. And I'm like, we can make a change. We can make a change. So it was just good just hearing about that. But as I go to these conferences, as I'm speaking at it, my heart grows even more about the work that we have to do around the world to be able to impact student achievement. So hats off to that. The other thing is that next couple of weeks I will be in Oklahoma and I will be in Ohio doing some work with some of their schools. And then somebody reached out to me yesterday and said, "Hurt, we need you to come to our district to work with this elementary school." So I'm solidifying that contract. So I'm happy regarding that. So I'm excited. The last thing before I get into my PowerPoint is that I put a post up this morning regarding how to prevent teacher burnout. I put a post up this morning, everybody. How to prevent teacher burnout. I want every educator on my podcast as we speak, every one of you guys, to go on my social media page, and I want you to share that with your team if you're working with a school, because this is the time. Is November. Everybody ordered that high the first couple of months. We're all hot now. This is when stuff start to kick in. This is when the teachers start to throw in the towel. I need you to look at my post regarding teacher burnout. Okay. All right. We're at MPG Jaguar said we're at in Oklahoma City. I'll be in Oklahoma City, brother Josh Tarver, in Oklahoma City in I think November the 10th, I believe. Yep, November the 10th. So I have that on my calendar. Yep. Hopefully that's close to you. I don't know how far that is from you, but I'll be there on November the 10th for one day. Okay, this is what I want. I need everybody on here to hit the share button real quick. Invite somebody. I'm about to go PowerPoint style. I am about to show every educator how you're going to be able to increase your state assessment in reading and math by the end of the year by doing these strategies. Okay, I need you to get a notebook out, pencil and paper. Look, I'm giving you an example. Pencil, paper, notebook. I need everybody to be locked in for the next 26 minutes. I'm gonna go slow. So once again, I need you to hit the share button for everybody. I'm going PowerPoint style. I need everybody locked in. We're going to set the captives free. Okay, we're going to get down and gritty with this. All right. So let me get started. Hit that share. All right, and I'm gonna go. So I want to make sure everybody sees this. We're curtain. Let me go back to my slideshow. All right. I'm gonna stop right there because I want to make sure everybody gets this. Okay. So you say hurt. Hold on, make sure it's kind of. I want to make sure everybody. Honest, I don't want to go fast. I want to make sure everybody's here. Okay, cool. I got it right here. Let's make sure it turned. I still. All right, stay with me. I want to make sure, when you do a PowerPoint, I'm looking at a couple of, make sure things is where it should be at. Okay, I'm still on this one page. Okay, give me about 10 seconds. I want to make sure everything is cool. And okay, so let me go right here. Then is not showing up. So let me go right here. All right. Give me 1 second, everybody. I want to make sure I'm situated when it's the PowerPoint. I want to make sure I'm looking at the same thing. Okay, this is okay. So everybody, okay, cool. All right. So this first page, you say, "Hurt. Why should I listen to you? What's going on?" Because this is what I want everybody to get to the point with this. Is that this is a letter that I got from a school district, right? And this is a letter, and this is a letter I'll try to make a little bit bigger. It is saying that this school that I worked with last year, 2024, got off the TSI list. So by them listen to this PowerPoint, me working with them, they got a letter. I want everybody to get this letter saying, hey, they're off the TSI list and they are doing good. This is the letter, and the principal sent it to me. I blocked out the name, but this is what I want people to get. So now they went from a low performing school to a high performing school. So I just want to give you evidence that what I'm about to talk about works. And then so this is the first point. This is the first PowerPoint. Evidence. School got off the list. This second evidence right here is that some of the other schools that I've been working with the last couple of years, this is evidence that a school in Tucson, Arizona went from an F rating to a B rating. Look over here, Tucson, Arizona. Then we got a school in Charlotte, North Carolina, a couple of years ago, went from an F to a D in 1 year. And then we got South Carolina. There was a couple of schools that had documented improvement. Okay, so now you say, Hurt, okay, I see you. I understand it. I get it. So now I wanted to show you the reason why they was able to do this is because I'm about to give you the strategies that work for me in the schools that's going to increase your student achievement. All right. So the first thing that we got to do, and we're using NWA. So hold on. Let's see. Okay. All right. First thing that we have to do is that we have to make sure that we set academic goals for the school year this year. This is me right here working with a team. You have to set academic goals. So if you don't have your academic goals, it's from the state assessment. You have to do that first. That's like the first thing you do. Like the first thing that I do when I wake up, I thank God that I got out the bed. That's the first thing I do. First thing you do as a leader, as a principal, as a superintendent. If you want to get off the list, if you want to increase it, you must set academic goals for the school year. All right, write that down. Next is this. Well, what does it look like, brother Hurt? Okay, Hurt, what does it look like? Show me what it looks like. This is what it looks like. I wonder, can I go? Okay, this is what it looks like. This is a school that I worked with, 3rd through 6th grade. We set academic goals. So we set goals for proficiency because at the end of the day, the more kids that are proficient, the more kids that will grow. So let's look at 3rd grade. I said that they wanted to go from 48% to 60% in math. For ELA, we're talking about 31% to 40%. 4th grade, from 60%, this was the previous year, to 70%, from 40 to 50. Now, I know a lot of the school improvement plans, a lot of your plans say, well, Hurt, we only set our goals to increase by 3 or 4 or 5% proficiency. Listen, why are we setting low standards for these kids? We talked about it. Josh Tarver talks about it on his podcast. Principal Kafele talks about it. Create and Educate talks about it. We cannot set low standards for our kids. We must set high standards for our students. I believe that you can increase proficiency by 12 to 15% in 1 year if you do it right. I believe that growth in a school could go through the roof if you do it right. I believe that if you're using NWA or iReady, that 70% or more of your kids can meet their end of the year goals. But how do we meet our end of the year goals if we don't know what our goals are? Man, Hurt, you talking good. You're talking good, Hurt. You saying something that I agree with. Miss Annetta says, I agree. Raise those standards. Josh Tarver said, the sin of low expectations. That's why I'm doing a PowerPoint. I don't want you to figure it out. I'm giving you the answers to the test. I'm telling you, this is what the schools that I worked with, the schools that when I was a principal, the schools that I'm dealing with as of today, this is what we are doing to move the academic needle. We're not gonna wait 4 or 5 years to get this thing done. We're going to do it at the end of the school year in April or May when your state test takes place. If you do what I'm telling you to do on today, I'm fired up. Hit that share button. Let me know if this is sounding good. Now, the next thing is this. You must set school goals from fall to winter using your NWA or iReady assessment. Set goals from fall to winter, school goals from fall to winter using your NWA or iReady assessment. What does that look like? Look at it right here. Look, set the goals. This is what I did. Set the goals. Set the goals. Set the goals, okay? And then now you have your school goals. Next, you're going to set classroom goals. School goals, classroom goals. So here it goes right here. I'm giving you pictures or PowerPoints on what it looks like. For NWEA, these are called these are called our RIT goals, RIT goals. So every school, every classroom has them. If you're an NWA school, if you're iReady, you have what's it called? It's called scale. Yeah, scale scores. Yep, I'm getting scale scores. These are the goals that you must set. So you set school goals, classroom goals, and then you set student goals. School, classroom, and student goals. Now with student goals, pretty please with sugar on top. Pretty please with sugar on top. What if it's already use the stretch goal as the goal for the winter time. If you're NWEA, add 7 to 8 more points to what NWA says should be the winter goal. I'm gonna say that again because no one is giving you this information. I'm giving you the if this is what I do for for iReady. Use the stretch goals for the winter time. For NWA, whatever they give you for mid-year goals, add 6 to 7 points to that right there. All right. How we sounding? Is this sounding good? Now, you got your goals. Stay with me, everybody. Stay with me. You got your goals. Next, you got to get the blueprint. Everybody put it, and I've been saying about this, you got to get the blueprint. Every state in United States has a blueprint that talks about what they're going to be testing on at the end of the year. This is Alabama. I just randomly picked Alabama. If you're in Alabama, this is what the 5th graders and the 6th graders will be tested on at the end of the year for math. I'm showing you this right here. So you got to have that so you'll be able to know what you need to focus on for the next 6 to 7 months. Why would you focus on something else when Alabama is telling you to focus on this? Oh, yes, talk to me, Hurt. So for 5th grade, I wish I had 1,000 to 2,000 to 3,000 educators from Alabama on my podcast. You see, you're going to pay somebody $30,000 to $40,000, and I'm telling you, hey, you can get this for free for 5th grade math. Your focus or what you need to be putting your hat on is operations with numbers and fractions because that's 16 possible points. That's the majority of your points. And the standards that you need to be focused is on standards 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There it is right there. Ohio, look, Ohio. Do I got anybody from Ohio in here? Anybody from Ohio in the house? Anybody from Ohio in the house? Ohio 4th grade math blueprint. Boom, there it is. There it is. Multiplication, division, fractions. That is 86. No, I'm sorry. That's close to 42 points. And these are the standards right here. From 30, close to 30, close to what? 86% of the test for 4th grade math. Oh, let's go to another one, Hurt. Michigan. You know I know Michigan. I'm from Michigan. I know that like the back of my hand. Look. Math. 8th grade. 8th grade math. Why I need to focus on her? Geometry. Expressions and equations. 7th grade math. Why I need to focus on statistics and probability. It's right here. And last one. Is this Texas? Is this Texas? Is this Texas? This is Texas. Texas. Yep, Texas. Here we go. Math blueprint, Texas. So now you need to get the blueprint out. I got my dear brother, my brother Otis Kitchen. He over there in Florida. Get the Florida blueprint out. This is how you got to do it. And then I'm gonna give you some other stuff. This is academic vocabulary for ELA, K through 8th grade, academic vocabulary. So now the academic vocabulary that's on the test, I have it right here. This is the academic vocabulary, K through 4th, and then we got 5th through 8th grade right here for ELA. Stay with. I told you, I'm giving you. This is this usually when I'm working with schools. This is the work I'm doing. I said, know what? I got to do the podcast and I got to give it to you guys because I'm starting. I don't want to see schools fail at the end of the year. You could bring me in and we could sit down and I will unpack it even more. But I'm just giving you a little appetizer of what I'm doing. If you take half of what I'm telling you to do, you're going to see increase. Just half of it. Don't even take all the PowerPoints. Just do half of it and you'll be fine. Hit that share button. We still got 12 more minutes to go. Hit the share button. Let me know if this is sounding good. Get some more of your teams on. You still got time. You still got time. So now, Hurt, you say, Hurt. What about NWEA? When you going to bring me to this NWEA thing? All right, we right here. First thing, that if you are our NWEA school, but also iReady, but I'm focusing on NWEA MAP. Over millions of schools all across the world use this assessment. All right, the first thing you need to do is you need to print out the 2025 NWEA MAP norms chart. Not the old one. Every 5 years they come up with a different norms chart. This is the new norms chart right here for NWEA. The norms chart will allow you to see where your kids are at academically. Okay? Get the right norms chart. If I have 80 teachers, staff members in my building, you email them this norms chart tonight, print it out on Monday, and give it to everybody. I'm going to say this again because sometimes I got first year, second year principals. Hurt, walk me through what I need to do for NWA so at the end of the year, my school can move in the right direction. If I'm a public school, private school, Catholic school, or charter school, we use it. I need to know the steps. Print this out first. Email it and print it out, and you should have each teacher in your building, the custodian, the secretary, the art teacher, the gym teacher, to print this out and put it up in their classroom. Oh, Herb, that's good. You talking good. Yes. Tara Adams said, I'm on fire. Hitting the share button now. Otis Kitchen, I told you I'm ready. Next is this. So you got the norms chart. Follow me very closely. I got Texas. I wish Texas. You're going to print out the thing called the linking study. Every state has a linking study. What is the Lincoln study, Hurt? The Lincoln study takes what NWA says based on the RIT score, and they link into your state assessment to show you if a kid scores a RIT or a percentile, where a kid would be at on your state assessment. It is an 80%, they say 80% correlation with your state assessment. Let me break it down. This is Texas reading. Let me break it down. So if I want to be proficient, remember I set my goals at the beginning of the year. I want to go from 45% to 60% proficiency. I want to do that. So for Texas in reading, they're saying that if I am in the 5th grade, if I want to have meets and masteries for 5th grade for the spring, the kids need to be for meets between the 65th and 78th percentile. That's proficient. If I want to be masteries, they need to be from the 79th to the 99th percentile. Make it simple for me, Hurt. Just make it simple for me. My Texas people, make it simple for me. I got Josh Tarver. He Texas. I love Josh Tarver. He Texas. So if I'm a principal in Texas, I want my students to be at the 65th percentile for 5th grade in reading or higher. I have an 80% chance of direct correlation of the kids being proficient on the Texas ELA portion for 5th grade. Lincoln study goes from 2nd to 8th grade. Here it is right here. Texas has a Lincoln study. Michigan has one. Ohio has one. Principal Fele in New Jersey, they have one. Who else I got? I got Texas in the house. I got Dr. Jeter in the house. They have one for Illinois. I have Creative Educate in South Carolina. I got my North Carolina folks. I got Los Angeles in the house. I got Nevada in the house. I got Maryland in the house. I am naming every state that rocks with me that's usually on here. If I miss somebody, I am very sorry. I got New Jersey. I got all of these things. The Lincoln study is so important. Georgia in the house. Yep, I got Georgia. You name it. Lincoln study is very important. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Is that Jasmine Harris? Good morning to you, Jasmine Harris. Good morning to you. Now, from here, so you say, Hurt, I got to get the norms chart and I got to get the Lincoln study. Get that. Then next, this is what the NWEA map looks like when you are an administrator or a teacher. You got all of these platforms that you can look at, over 25 platforms. You don't have enough time to try to go through 25 or 30 platforms to see which document that I need to pull out. I'm going to tell you the first thing that you need to pull out. Okay, the first thing that you need to pull out, which document that you need to pull out. The first thing that you need to look at is the school profile. Write it down, please. Write it down. Don't go to other stuff. Don't start doing other stuff. Go to your school profile first. Principal, administrator, superintendent. If you're superintendent, go to district profile, but more likely school profile. All right, Hurt, I got you. You say, Hurt, right after the Fantastic Four, I'm going to school profile about 1:30. Right after I get off listening to Principal Fela, I'm going to school profile. I got you. I love it. This is what school profile is going to look like. Your school profile, the school profile from fall to winter is going to show you the growth and achievement for your school. Okay. So this is all grades, growth and achievement. So let's look at achievement. You can see achievement right here. 9% of the kids in the fall in the school was at the 61st percentile or higher, or they would be proficient on your state test. 9%. Look, 2 in blue, 7 in green. They were at the 18th percentile overall. And then from the spring, but you can use spring or winter, follow me, they went from the 18th to the 20th. So now instead of 9 kids proficient right here, they increase it to 17 kids. You see it? And then from here, growth. So on a national level, based on where they were at in the beginning of the year, they were at the 50th percentile regarding growth. That was 539 students. So that's the first thing you got to do. When you take your test in the wintertime, it's going to have fall to winter. Please look at achievement, because once again, achievement is equivalent to proficiency. If I have a goal to be at 18 or 15% proficiency, whatever, that's where it's at. Now, okay, this is another thing that says growth and proficient. So now let's look at our school. Now you can see 5th, 6th, 7th grade right here. Look at it. Look at it, everybody. You can see which grade for growth and achievement for all of your grades. So now if I'm setting goals for all of my grades, coaches, principals, I can use this to say which grade level is moving the academic needle, which one needs support, so forth and so on. So let's look at 6th grade. They came at the 29th percentile. For winter, they're at the 35th percentile. They had 16 kids that was in green, that was equivalent to proficient, as you can see right here. And then they went down to 11 kids. What went on? But what they did was the kids in the red and in the orange, they moved that. So they were focusing, it looks like they were focused on the grade level on the lower end kids, and they might have neglected the higher end kids. These are the conversations that you can have with your teachers when you have your data available. How does that sound? Does that make sense? Stay with me for 2 more minutes. Man, I got so much information to give. And this is the same thing with iReady. So don't think that this is an NWA thing. We do this for iReady. Next, next you go ahead and you print out the grade report for your school. It's called the grade report. If I'm a teacher, I print out my class report. But if I'm the principal, if I'm the superintendent, I'm printing out my grade report. And it looks like this. I'm not going to get into it because I don't have enough time, but it looks like this, okay? It looks like this. So if I put out the grade report and I see that the instructional areas, these are the instructional areas that your kids will be assessed in at the end of the year. It's called instructional areas. So it tells me right here which area is high and which area is low right here. Okay. Oh man, I got 1 more minute. Let me go. So the third thing that you print out, NWA, is you want to print out this is a thing called the student profile. Please go to the student profile. This will let you know exactly for all of your students. This is where you set your goals at, where their kids are at. So you go to student profile. They will show you the instructional areas, the areas where the kids was high and low at. Look, so this kid was high in operations and algebraic thinking, 207. But you see, the suggested area of focus was geometry. So we can focus in on geometry based on this right here. And then you go to projections. It will tell you, oh my God, what the kid was projected to score on their state assessment. So if I got this in the fall, I have 8 months to help this kid get better. So if I am this kid's teacher, principal, I am going to say for the next 8 months, for tier 3, after school and geometry needs to be your area of focus. I am not neglecting tier 1. Tier 1 is the whole group instruction. Tier 2 is when we break it down. But what about the tier 3? This is what the kids' area of focus should be on. And we need to be having these conversations, principals, with the teachers and the parents. Teachers and the parents. So let me stop right here. Let me I'm a little bit past my time. Give me 1 second. All right. Okay. So give me one more minute. So this is what I need you guys to do. Please share this out. Make sure you use this for your next staff meeting. You can show them everything. Second thing is that if you like for me to come, a school district called me yesterday. If you need me to work with some of your low performing schools, work with some of your principals, work with some of your leadership teams, inbox me ASAP. I'm only accepting 2 more schools for this year, and I am done. I'm only accepting 2 more schools. Also, a few people are saying, "Hurt, can we do some one-on-one?" I can't bring you into the district, but I need you to look at some one-on-one training with me. I've been doing that for the last couple of months as well. So thank you. Oh, last thing. If you would like to, I have my 2 books now. You can order my 2 books as well. So I'm giving you everything. I want you to be able to have access to me in every way. My 2 books, you can order from my website. This one is for parents and this one is for leadership teams. Make sure you order it. So thank you very much. Thank you for spending time with me. Keep up the good work. Let's not take this for granted. We can move the academic needle. I just need everybody to take half of what I'm saying. So let's have a blessed week. Let's be encouraged. Let's be pumped up. Let's know that we can take our schools to the next level. Let's have those testimonies. And once again, big shout out to Palmetto Middle School. I am loving the work that day. I cannot say enough how much love that I have for that school. Thank you. See you next week, same time, same place.